Hey guys, Cream Crazy here, ready for my capital punishment results and opinions video. Now, I stopped watching this pay-per-view about 20 minutes ago. I have to say, if a pay-per-view gives you a headache and you feel pissed off and annoyed, then that's not a good sign for a pay-per-view. Yeah, I was reading some little comments people were making on the WrestleZone.com Facebook feed. I saw Tom Kid of Wrestling's basically terrible shit pay-per-view video. And I thought to myself, okay, I bet this isn't as bad as people are saying it is. How the fuck wrong was I? Because guys, I got the notes right here. Let's get on with this. First of all, I have to say, the R-Truth intro video was pretty cool, though. It did show the progression of R-Truth from the rapper to the psychotic madman. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic intro video. Got me hyped up, I have to say. First off, Dolph Ziggler defeated Kofi Kingston to win the US title in an okay match. I thought it was pretty good. First, both guys locked up in the center of the ring. Kofi hit Ziggler with a headlock takedown. Ziggler countered back with the same headlock takedown and gets Kofi in a headlock. Irish whip by Ziggler into a takedown. Kofi whips Ziggler into a drop kick, goes for the cover and gets two. Irish whip by Ziggler misses. Kofi hits another drop kick and Ziggler backs into the corner, hits a nice monkey flip. I have to tell you, to get that much elevation from a monkey flip, that takes some skill. Kofi goes for trouble in paradise, but Ziggler counters, hits a facebuster and gets two. Ziggler strangles Kofi on the ropes for a ref's count of 4, lifts Kofi up for a neck breaker. Kofi counters into a backside for 2. Ziggler lands on top of the ref, which I found quite funny, and then hits a lovely drop kick, which has a little right to it, and it looked like it hurt, that's for say. And I got Dolph for 2, surprisingly. Dolph taunts Kofi, hits an elbow drop for 2. Ziggler then applies a chin lock on Kingston. And Cole, believe it or not, mentions Ziggler's wrestling background and mentions wrestling on air. Yeah, fuck that WWE's policy about not mentioning wrestling on air. You got quashed again. Ziggler gets punched into a roll-up by Kofi for 2, followed into a counted power slam, which is nice. It also gets a roll-up for 2, before Ziggler this time getting Kofi kicked out. Ziggler whipped into the corner, but Kofi misses the jump. A German suplex by Dolph gets 2. Arm wrench by Ziggler, Kofi gets back with right hands. Ziggler went right into a sleeper hold, but Kofi fights out with a lovely jawbreaker. Ziggler misses the flying crossbody into the turnbuckle. Kofi fights back with some chops and the Polish hammer. You don't see the Polish hammer much, do you? No, you do not see that often at all. It really pisses me off. Kofi goes for the SOS, but Ziggler counters. Kofi goes to the top rope and hits a crossbody to the back for 2. The commentators were overselling that, saying, "Oh, we've never seen that before. How innovative!" No, it's not innovative. It's positioning. Positioning. Oh, I've just completely lost where I am. Kofi lines up for the boom drop and hits it. Good. Hypes up for the crowd for the trouble in paradise. He misses it. Ziggler goes for the suplex, but Kofi counters into the SOS for 2. Booker T, can't believe it. Lol. Kofi went for Ziggler, and Dolph rolls him up for 2. Both men roll around on the floor, getting each other into roll-ups for 2 each time. Ziggler goes for the zigzag. Kofi counters, rolls through and hits a grounded stomp, gets covers again for 2. Kofi goes to the apron to the top rope, but Ziggler hits him with a right hand. Definitely. Ziggler goes for the suplex, but Kofi is fighting out, pushes Ziggler off and hits the crossbody, covers again, but once again Ziggler kicks out. He is not giving up here. Kofi picks Ziggler up, goes for another SOS, but Ziggler counters into a sleeper hold. Yeah, it's a devastating finisher. Ooh, sleeper hold. But Kofi backs it out into the turnbuckle. Ziggler gets out of the way from the trouble in paradise. Ziggler misses the zigzag, and Vicky Guerrero then rakes the eyes of Kofi. Then, of course, Ziggler runs in, gets the sleeper hold, and it looks at that point Kofi has passed out and said he's given up. There's a bit of slight confusion, but the referee gives Dolph the title belt. He's given up, and Ziggler has won the US Championship. It was overall a back-and-forth match. A lot of times I had no idea that Ziggler was actually going to win, and I thought he was done halfway through. I thought he was out of it completely. Good to show a fight back from a heel, which is surprising. You don't see that nowadays, do you? It showed what both these guys were made of, and I have to tell you, although when Ziggler kept Kofi grounded, the match slowed down, and so did the crowd. So it was a fun match. I enjoyed it, and in my opinion, I would probably say it is probably one of the matches of the night without a shadow of a doubt. I'm just quickly checking through my notes to see if that... No, it wasn't the match of the night, but it's practically its second best. Now, that isn't a good thing at all. 2.5 stars I gave it. I enjoyed it for what it was worth, and it really, really did make me feel happy for the rest of this pay-per-view. Next up, which shocked me, honestly, Alex Riley defeated The Miz. Now, it wasn't the result, of course, because I predicted it. Yay! But the fact this happened so early in the card, this was a built up as a big match. What the hell this happened? I don't know. God damn, this shouldn't have happened now. Honestly. Riley kicked the briefcase, which Miz was taunting in his face, into Miz's chest as the bell rang. Riley beats down the Miz and chases him around the ring. Riley again aggressively goes for the Miz in the corner, but Miz follows up with a big boot. Miz rams his knees into the chest and another kick to the head. Riley's on the ground. Miz kicks Riley again in the head, followed by more punches. Miz wrenches the face of Riley. Riley goes for a punch, but Miz dodges it. Riley goes for more punches, but Miz counters with a nice DDT and covers for 2. Miz gets more kicks and punches to the head, and Riley rams Miz into the corner with some shoulder blocks. Miz dodges, and Riley goes into the ring post with some force, going out of the ring, selling the shoulder quite nicely. I have to say, that is a good thing. Miz puts Riley in the ring and beats his head, covers in the middle for 2. Riley on the ground again, misses with an uppercut. Miz keeps taunting him as Riley fights back with some more punches. Miz latches on a sleeper hold. Miz locks the legs around the chest of Riley to keep the hold on. Riley fights out, but Miz hits back with a nice looking reverse DDT. The head just snaps back. It looks lovely. Lovely to watch. Kind of move like that perform well. He looks over, Miz covers, and Riley kicks out at 2. God damn, that reverse DDT could have put anyone's lights out like that, honestly. Miz goes into one corner, Riley in the other. Miz hits his jumping clothesline. I do not even know what that is called. If someone can enlighten me on that. Miz goes to the top rope, hits a clothesline from the top, covers for 2. But Riley kicks out of it again. People are really starting to get behind him. Riley gets thrown into the turnbuckle and put in the Tree of Woe. Miz goes for the low drop kick. Riley gets out of the way, and Miz goes balls first into the steel post. I would have thought Riley would have gone out through the legs into the post. It would have been so painful and so funny, but no, it didn't happen. All those sick people out there who I bet were thinking this was going to happen. It didn't, I'm afraid. There we go. Riley is backed into the corner and then hits a spear out of nowhere. Riley then hits a lovely spine buster. When you go around, spin it 180 degrees. Brilliant to see that. Covers for 2. Riley gets thrown out of the ring by Miz, but hits back with a boot to the head and ends up with a nice thud, I have to say. Covers and gets 2. Outside the ring, Miz gets thrown into the barricade and the announcer's table. Cole is at this point berating Riley, saying, "Oh, this is the guy who trained you. Why are you beating him?" Riley then grabs Cole and throws him over the announce table. Brilliant. That's the only time during this entire event that I went out of my seat, ballistically jumping and chanting yes, yes, yes repeatedly. That shows that this really wasn't a good match by that standards. And Miz hits back with a kick afterwards, so you can tell it wasn't that good after that for him. Miz grabs the briefcase, goes for the hip, but the ref grabs it. Kick to the gut by Riley, followed by spinning DDT for the win. Definitely not the right way to make that happen. I knew Riley would win this, but I wasn't surprised by the small pop. I was thinking it was going to be quite big, but he got beaten down a lot and people thought, oh, he doesn't deserve it now. But I thought I was satisfied with that. Cole getting manhandled was absolute ponage. It was very slow at times, but it had a lot of energy. I'll say that for sure. And some good offense by both men added on as well. But Miz got way too much offense in this match. He got so much. I was like, come on, just give the guy a break. Sure, he's a rookie in this case, but come on. He's got to get some time and beating. He hardly got any time at all. And that really annoyed me. And that made a Riley fight back look a lot more likely and a lot more predictable, which was really bad. It took a quarter of the star off this match. I was going to be a 2-star until that came along. It wasn't too exciting, but I will give this match a 1 3/4 stars. I'm being nice, because I bet some people have given this way lower, and you will know it. Next up, Alberto Del Rio beats The Big Show. Got that one right as well. I have to say, for the looks of the promo, I haven't been watching Raw too much in recent weeks. This is the most aggressive I've seen Show in years. Show has not been this aggressive since about 4 or 5 years ago. This is brilliant. Good to see that for once. Big Show came out during Del Rio's entrance and beat him down, which is something I didn't expect to see. Del Rio and Show brawl on the outside. Show slaps Del Rio in the chest and throws him into the barricade. Show puts Del Rio in the ring, but Mark Henry attacks from ringside. Good God! Show was then thrown over the Spanish announce table, and this is the best moment of the entire night. Mark Henry lifts Big Show up and does a world's strongest slam through the announce table. Holy shit! What a move! My God, I can't even believe he did that. Seriously, I know he can manhandle The Undertaker, but fuck! Henry is strong to do that to the Big Show. God. And then Henry then slams the leg and the knee into the broken announce table, and Show is selling that knee like a boss. He is selling that injury, and it's great to know that some guy is willingly putting that much art into it. The referee starts the count as Del Rio has been continuously rambling about him to start the count out. Show rolls in, showing resilience, and he wants to start the match, even though the referee is telling him, no, you can't, and the bell rings. Del Rio gets thrown into the turnbuckle and slapped by Show. Show goes for the chokeslam, but Del Rio counters and goes for the whack to the knee. Good using of the psychology, working on the knee there. Del Rio knocks Show down and gets a cover for 2. Del Rio went for an enziguri, but misses and gets thrown back. Del Rio gets chokeslammed, but he gets out of the ring just in time to avoid a possible pin count. Show is selling that knee still. He's falling over, and it's really working well. Del Rio catches Show on the ropes. Del Rio goes to the top rope, lands in a chokeslam grip. Oh, God, I've lost myself again. But Del Rio kicks the knee to fight out. Grabs the arm and wrenches it, but Show picks him up and throws him back in a nice improvised reback suplex. Lovely. Del Rio is then begging for mercy. He then goes out and targets the knee and locks in a cross knee breaker, wrapping the leg and wrenching at it. Psy-fucking-cology. Brilliant working of that knee. Show tries to fight it, but can't get out. He's in a lot of pain. Show grabs the rope. Del Rio breaks the hold. Show is really still selling it here. This is brilliant. Seriously, if you want to say it, it's showing what good working and selling of an injury works for. It's good stuff. Show finally gets up but falls down back in pain. Del Rio is stalking him, but Show gives up. He can't continue. The referee calls for the bell. Del Rio wins. Del Rio gets a chorus of boos. There's a shitload of boos. This is the biggest heel reaction of the night. And I'm not joking. That is actually the biggest heel reaction. Until I think Wade Barrett gets in the ring. That's a heel reaction for you. I gotta say, the psychology of working and selling of that leg injury alone, coupled with that table spot, is worth 1 star alone. I will not give anything else. It was a very short match with nothing really in ring apart from the psychology. But I will give this establishes Del Rio as a legitimate threat on Raw. Whoever says this was going to kill Del Rio off, it's proven now he can fight with a big guy and at least make him not wrestle. Sure, Mark Henry got involved, but this does wonders for Del Rio, I am sure. Now, that is the first 3 matches that I'm going to do, guys. This is part 1 over with. And I think I will have to do the last 2 matches on a part 3. So I will have to do 3 parts as I originally predicted. So, I will see you guys back for part 2. Hope you don't miss it. See you guys in a bit.